Okay, I'm going to tell you what I see coming. Looks very clear to me. The ritual that was just done with the helicopter and the plane. And I'm not saying that that was real. From what I can tell, it was absolutely CGI. But that Potomac, or Potomac, however you want to pronounce it, yes, it kind of sounds like atomic, right? There's a reason for that. That divides two states. Keep in mind they want to divide and conquer, okay? All these are very deep rituals. They do plan to flood this place out. Looks very obvious to me. That jet or plane was from here and fell in the waters. Excuse me. That divides two states. This is also why he went after, wants to name it the Gulf of America, and grab some land up in Canada, okay? They're going to divide the United States with a water event. Absolutely, that's what I see coming. Now, I also see this coming because I've had a dream in the last couple of years where I walked out the front door. Now, the grass was green. I could tell it was springtime, it seemed like. But they could do it earlier, they could do it later, I don't know. But my dreams, when I have these kind of dreams, it's not like they don't happen, okay? Let me be straightforward with you. They happen. Might be a year or two later, some of them even 3 or 4 years later, they happen. Some of them happen way quicker, but I walked out my front door. I could see about 3 or 4 inches of water, but it was as wide as the eye could see the land coming. In fact, it was at my driveway, okay? It was going across everything, but I could sense that it was coming from the north. And it was not moving real fast, about as fast as you could walk, maybe a little faster. A fast walk. And I could tell something, very bad was going on. That was the sense of it. So I get in the truck, I'm driving down the driveway, driving down this whole country road here. I could see another wave of water coming. They weren't big, tall waves, but they were coming fast enough in those amounts that, it would be a foot deep in maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so. Everywhere. Okay, I could tell it was a vast amount of water. What was odd about it, to me, was the water seemed clear. I'm not sure what that may mean entirely in that dream, but I could tell that it was very destructive. It wasn't something that was good. Now, the Army Corps of Engineers, I'm sure you can find the map out there still, for 2025, if my memory is correct, and they always juggle these numbers. You may find one that says 2030 or 21 or earlier. I remember the 2025, they projected right where I'm at to be gone with water, and numerous other states. Dividing the country in half. That is your divide and conquer. There will be a large water event. That's why all this talk about water. That's why the plane was dropped down. It was from the United States, and it just happens to drop in a river that divides two states. And that's why they have gotten rid of a bunch of bridges at certain elevations, because they don't want people leaving those areas to seek shelter. And or they want to keep them in higher elevations in some of these bridges areas to collect them. And of course they'll come in and save the day, right? And of course that would be a way for them to completely say everything has been shut down infrastructure wise. and OpenAI will come and save the day. Now, if you divide the United States in half, what's going to go on? Well, like I said, you already got, the Gulf of America. He's wanting some of Canada, Greenland, Alaska, whatever it is, I forget what it was on Alaska. But to be more to the point here, divide and conquer, that was just a ritual to show us what they're getting ready to do. A plane doesn't just happen to drop down inside the river that divides two states. Now, it's always been the United Snakes of America anyway, but one person will rule one side, you'll have the other side. Keep in mind, he said you'll never have to vote again, right? They could very easily pick up the people that decided that, they were against all this, and they've already said I'm not going to go into details, but those who do not agree with what's going on right now, you can leave and go somewhere else and get out. Remember that? Get out, you Christians. And shove us into an area that is divided, okay? And if you look at the comments people are leaving on these things, the average person that voted is already bloodthirsty and worship this orange baboon. They literally, you can tell by the comments. I know some of them are robots, but some of them aren't. And I've heard plenty of people talking already, and I'm telling you what, they'd bow down and do anything for him.